What's going on, guys? Hope you're doing really well. Welcome back to another SuperMayne video. In this video we are playing iRacing. We are at Alton Park and you will notice we are in VR mode. First of all, before anybody says anything, there is no engine sound. When I recorded this, and this was my first experience of iRacing VR, I didn't realise the sound wasn't coming through onto my streaming software. It was only coming through my headset. So I do apologise, and I will put a little bit of music with it. I don't usually make a mistake, but I wanted to share this video really because it was my first experience of iRacing VR. I've played a few other VR racing games recently. I haven't shared them yet, but this was my first experience of iRacing VR, and I've got to be honest, it's one of the best experiences I've had in a simulation game to date. This is the Formula V series, Alton Park, as I said, on the short version of circuit. I was racing probably my 10th race, I'd say, on iRacing, and again my first of VR. I used the Oculus Quest 2 for anybody who wants to know that, and basically use it at I think it's pretty much max quality settings, and I was getting about 90 frames a second. But the reason I really wanted to share this was I just could not believe the immersion that the game gave me. I've played F1 2022 in VR, I've played Automobilista in VR, which is also a very good game, but this just was on a different level. The immersion that this gave me was just immense, and I really just enjoyed this game in this race. And although I ended up getting disqualified because I had a crash, which you're going to see right now, I kind of followed the guy and outbraked myself, just clipped the wall, just minor. Didn't expect to get that much damage, but I got enough damage that the game wanted me to pit, and because I was enjoying the racing so much, I didn't want to pit, and I just wanted to continue and push on. I could have probably gone into pit, so you'll notice the steering wheel was gone out of alignment, but I carried on racing, and I was like, I'm not having this. I think that dropped me down to about 4th or 5th place at the time. It was about 5th place, but it wasn't affecting us too much, and I just decided, because of the immersion, I was enjoying the race so much. It was just, I wanted to keep going. Anyway, I going back to the VR on the iRacing, I just found that I was able to control the car as we just lose one of the other players. It touches the grass and goes off. I was able just to control the car in a way that I've not been able to control a car. It might be because it's a Formula V series and there's a lot more space around you, but I found myself, I was tilting my head, I was moving my head, I kept checking my wing mirrors. For some reason it doesn't show me what's in the wing mirrors, but I was able to judge my cornering absolutely perfect. The view that it gives you in the VR mode on iRacing just feels so real, as if you're actually within that cockpit of the car. With like F1 2022, and I think I've said this before in another video, you just do not get that same sort of immersion. It goes blurry, it gets there's no smoothness about it, and I'm running a 3080 Ti in my system, so there is no reason why I should be getting the issues that I get. But this was just full on getting the car and racing. As you can see, we're keeping it clean, we're keeping it tidy, and bearing in mind this is my 10th race in iRacing. I've not done that many, and I'm still trying to learn the car mechanisms and the car mechanics. But with the VR, I was driving so much more faster than what I've driven iRacing to date, and I don't know if that's a mixture of having the pedals set up properly, having the brakes set up properly, but this was just really, really good. And again, I just can't explain how well the game runs in VR mode compared to other games. But this on the short circuit of Alton Park was just fantastic. And as I say now, we're now starting to catch the the second and the third drivers, and I was able just to push that little bit harder and judge the cornering a little bit more, because it did feel like I was in a car, and it gave me that little bit more confidence to go into a corner. With the Logitech steering wheel that I use, it's not the best steering wheel, but it gives me enough feeling. And with the VR, I was just able to feel my way around the corners a little bit more. I had that confidence to brake a little bit later, And bearing in mind we've got a broken steering wishbone, and the steering wheel was off centre because of that. We're catching these people at a fairly good pace, and we get to a point where we do actually get up to them and manage to overtake the third place man. And then I unfortunately got the black flag, and I just really wanted to share this experience, because it was just, if no one has played iRacing in VR, and I'm probably telling people how to suck eggs, because most people have probably played it in VR, you need to go check this game out in VR. I'm new to sim racing. I'm new to the way these sim racing games are. These sim racing games are played. I've played F1 games for years, and I've never got into sim racing until now. And this made me want to play all night long. I did go into another race after this in the VR mode, which I will share some clips of and share some shorts. But again, the racing I'm finding, the problem I'm finding is that I make a little mistake and I crash and I have to go to the pits, and then you get that towing issue where you've got to go in, or you've got the issue of some rookie drivers unfortunately misjudging their cornering, taking people out, taking yourself out, brake checking people, as I experienced the other night. I got severely brake checked by somebody, and I was pushing on and having fun. But this game in VR mode, as you can see there, the adjustments in the steering wheel, the fighting the car, everything just feels right. It just feels like a really well oiled machine, working oil machine. As we come into turn, which is turn 10 usually on the big track, we overtake the third place man because we got a better run out of the corner, and we chase down the second place man. But the game just feels right. It just feels fantastic, and I want to play, and I will play more of this. I was real apprehensive of iRacing at first, and I thought, what am I paying their monthly subscription for? But now I've played VR mode in this game, I will be progressing a little bit more as we get on the grass, and we potentially lose a little bit of a car. We didn't. There was a car on the right hand side. We managed to control our car, but we're getting a good little run down onto the second place man down the start finish straight, and we're on lap 10, and as you see, we have just been disqualified from the race, which is unfortunate. But I really honestly thought I could race to the end, not realising I had to go actually had to go into the pits, which is a bit of a rookie mistake for myself. But now we know, and going forward we will do that. But anyone who hasn't played iRacing on VR, I really recommend that you go and check it out, have some fun with it. I'll be having more fun with it. If you want to see more of these videos, let me know. I'm really sorry about the sound within the game, and we'll get it sorted for the next video, I promise. But for now, hit that thumbs up, hit that share button, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.